Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. Stephen here. Doing something a little bit different today. I'm not going to be doing any unboxings, rather just having a wee bit of a dander around the room, a wee bit of a look at what we've done up to now, the progress that we've made in sort of pulling out sets, and sort of just the state of play. I've been doing a wee bit of other sort of tidying and stuff behind the scenes, just to try and get stuff in order. So I'm just going to kind of talk around a wee bit where we're up to. What we have sort of lying in front of us, and just try and give you a wee bit of a general overview of the layout and the room. So I'll flip the camera here around now, and I'll just sort of give you a wee overview then. Alright guys, so what you see in front of you is basically what we have unboxed up to this point, sort of through the various videos. So everything's kind of just sitting around on the floor at the minute. Not ideal, but I will, once I sort of get everything out, I'll be able to get a bit more organised and sort of understand better what we're working with, and you know, what sets I'm going to move on, and what sets I'm going to store, and what sets I'm going to use. So as you can see, I have a lot of building and stuff ahead of me here. So yeah, I'll just sort of give you a quick look at sort of where we're up to. We've got obviously all the trains sitting out on the floor here at the minute. Now, this isn't all of the trains, but it's a lot of them. I do know I've got a few more knocking about, but you can see we've got tons and tons of trains for the layout anyway, and hopefully more in the works. So and then basically all of these boxes here then that you can see are what we've unboxed up to this point. There's a few extras there. You can see obviously Rivendell here, and anyone that's watched right the way through will know that hasn't popped out, but that was kind of sitting in the way, and I needed to move it, so I just pulled that through here into my pile of sets. So you can see again just loads more in the corner there, and then these stretch right the way along this wall, and there's a couple of these storage units here then in behind these boxes, and then down the stairs there's a Billy bookcase with several more sets in as well. I was meant to be getting my door put on today, so I had to clear a little bit of space sort of around the door and in that little hallway area there to allow the joiners to pop it on, but it didn't happen for whatever reason. So that will at some point, all being well, but for now I've just sort of set it out of the way. So it's kind of cleared a wee bit of space up though, in this back area here. You can see I've done a wee bit of playing around on the floor as well with base plates, just kind of measuring things out. So there are base plates sitting in under these bags here as well, and that is a run of 5 from the wall pretty much right up to the door frame here. So when the tables are in there, they'll obviously sit, you know, kind of back over the skirting, which will sort of pull everything up a little bit more. The door obviously is off center, so on this side of the room I have sort of measured it out, and this is actually 7 base plates rather than the 5 on this side. So in total there, either side of the door, we've got space for 12 base plates. This area in the middle, I'm not sure exactly how many we'll get in here, so I'll need to do a bit more work sort of understanding, because obviously I want that laid around the whole way around, but I do also want the table in the center. So, you know, just in this area here, I do want that table that'll sort of resemble the kind of main city area. So obviously what goes around the side of the room can't encroach too far, otherwise it'll completely take up the space that we have in the middle to build the actual city itself. With a few more boxes here that I kind of wanted to get through fairly soon, but I don't really know how I'm going to approach these. A lot of this, from what I can tell, is parts. There are some sets and stuff in there as well, I think, but a lot of it is just loose parts from pick-a-bricks and stuff like that. And then we've got some bulk as well. You can see a big box of loose bulk there. That has been washed, but that obviously will need sorted. And then I've got obviously my tower here with loads of stuff in it. I've got a load of minifigures there. I think again this is all bulk Lego in these boxes, and pick-a-brick and things like that. Then we've got some more bags of bricks here that I've got from lug bulks and things like that. I'm pretty sure the head is full of sort of material for mills, plates, and loads of masonry bricks, excuse me, and stuff like that. Then I've got these bags here, quite a few of them, which are all obviously completely full of bricks and part sets and things that I need to sort through. So this all needs sorted and washed. you know, before I can actually start using it. But yeah, that's kind of the sorted side, albeit it maybe doesn't look it. Over here then, all of these boxes that you see are the boxes I still need to go through now. These are kind of 3 deep in here with a small gap down the middle so that I can kind of walk. It's quite hard to see, but this stretches like this all the way back to the very rear of the room. Now, within there are a few built sets and things like that, and then you'll probably notice there's lots of boxes as well that are just kind of sitting on top. So, you know, as I've been going along, rather than putting stuff into boxes, I've just kind of been setting them out. So I'll probably not go through all of this, but we've got lots of bits and pieces in sitting around. So I'll just zoom out a wee bit, and that'll give you sort of a good view of the entire room then. So this is the room that I'm going to be working in. Like I said, the layout will go the whole way around with the bit then in the middle here. So really happy with the space. Still got a lot to do to get it tidied, but we're getting there. I also, sort of off camera, it's hard to walk around here without banging into stuff. Find tons more magazines with these little poly bags and stuff on them. So I've actually taken them all off. I can't be bothered going through all of that. I don't think it's terribly interesting for you guys, and it's a bit of a drag for me. So sort of in my own time, I pulled all the magazines in and started stripping all the bags off them. So you can see we've got all of these Marvel ones here, tons of Marvel figures, loads of different figures in there. So many Dreams ones. I love this Dreams character here, Logan. It is obviously a very appropriate name. As for me, he's very Beast-like from X-Men. Logan obviously being a big X-Men character. So I have got the X Mansion. I got it when it released, and it's kind of sitting within all of these boxes somewhere. And I'll hope to sort of make him more Beast-like and incorporate him in. And we've got loads and loads of City bags here. You can see there's just absolutely tons of them in there. I wouldn't even like to count how many there are. I'll probably use a lot of them within the city. I'll open them up and incorporate them into the layout, because a lot of them are kind of like workers or emergency services and stuff like that. So we've got loads and loads of Star Wars stuff in here. I know we've been through a few of these, but I found a few more. Minecraft as well. A couple of Jurassic World and Jurassic Park ones there. I've got actually a wee bag of hidden sides, and I think there's maybe there's actually a few different bits and pieces in there. There's Jurassic World and DC as well, so I'll maybe sort them out. And then we've got a load more DC figures here as well, Batman, Joker and the like. So yeah, track, I've sort of on my track. This box here then accounts for all my straight track, or what I've found so far. So that's actually sitting 2 deep in there. The whole bottom is a layer of straight track, and then what you see on top. So it should be a good chunk of track to get me started anyway. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but something I've learned is it's very hard to ever have enough straight track. So then in here we've just got a collection of curve tracks and points. I'll probably try and get some third-party curve tracks, because I want to go for a slightly larger radius as well, so they can run parallel the whole way. I particularly like the look of some of the Tricks Brick stuff, so I'll sort of explore that a wee bit more at another point. Yeah, next up I'm just going to sort of clear through these boxes here. A few ones sitting on the table there as well that I want to look at, and hopefully that'll get this area in slightly better shape, and then I can start working my way along all of this. Alright guys, so I've got a few more bits and pieces here that I'm going to just quickly go through. I'm not going to go through it in sort of detail that we have in the boxes, but I've got some build-a minifigures in here, so you can see loads of the wee cheese guys, some knights, some painters, lots of cool bits and pieces in there. I don't actually have access to a Lego store over in Northern Ireland yet. There is one on its way, thankfully, in the summer, and I'm absolutely buzzing for that. But at the minute, I'm very much reliant on sort of a friend from the Lego community to pick these up for me in England and send them over. So a big shout out to 2 afols for helping me with that. But again, loads more wee BAM there. And what have we got in here? Yes, there's more buildable minifigures. So here we've got that cool sort of dark blue space torso. a few other bits and pieces in there. Green brick guy with a present and stuff, and yeah, so lots of cool stuff there. And this just looks like some parts from sets, leftover bits. One whole bag with one butterfly in it, and then some more of these here leaf pieces. I do like these here. They're great for all sorts of things, whether it just be sort of foliage on the ground or building little trees. You can sort of invert them to sort of create trees. This is, I'm not really sure, I think this is actually one of my daughters, Sig Figs, so I'll leave that there. A few more minifigures here, just a random assortment. We've got a mini in there, Bart Simpson, a little sort of, I don't know if that's a crayon or a firework, and this little clown lady, so another cool one there. And then in here we've got just loads more CMF then, so we've got loads of D&D minifigures there, and we've got a few of the space one as well, so yeah, that's cool. I think there's quite a few Paladin Knights and stuff in there. So we need to get them sorted. I have got this box here now where I've kind of started gathering all the extra minifigures that I have across the different series, so I'll just continue to pack them. And also I've got one loose Beastmaster in here, so this guy's been very much in demand. He's a cool figure, but for me it was all about the wolf. Absolutely love that minifigure, or that little Lego wolf there, so that was very much my reason for wanting that. Little bag in here then with just various bits and pieces. We've got this was a really interesting one actually. This I ordered off Lego Pick-a-Brick. Now you can see there's a few different bits and pieces in there. Let me just take some of them out. So we've got some of this kind of Crowy Raven piece, which was from a Dream set. I just really like that. And then a few torsos and those these little printouts with the carps on them. Oh, there's that one away. So yeah, there's two different ones. There's that one, and then there's an orange one. Now I ordered, a few of each of these, but this was a Pick-a-Brick order from just before Christmas, and when it arrived, it was absolutely packed full of way more parts than I'd ordered. For example, I didn't order these. These 1x4 black plates. I only ordered 5 of each of the white oxygen tanks and helmets, and I only ordered about 15 each of these. And similarly with the heads, I ordered 5 and 5. So whoever was picking this for me decided that I needed an early Christmas present and got me way more than I wanted. But yeah, so this is basically, I got the wee tic-tac-toe Insiders reward set. I used my points, and I just wanted to, I know they don't come with helmets or oxygen tanks, so I wanted to get the tanks to sort of finish them guys off. And here we've got a few of the Disney 100 minifigures. Not sure what they are, they haven't been opened. So we've got a couple of them there. Oh, here we go. So this is my bag of goats. Hard to see there with the light. So a bag of goats and a few of the little dogs. So that's from the CMF range then. All the goat herders. I took the goats out and left the goat herders aside. So, and then they're all, I think these are all just wee empty bags. And the Minecraft one isn't. So another wee Minecraft figure there. So I'll actually just throw it down there with the rest. And then in here, so I recently moved into my house. Which we sort of moved in October. It was a new build house, and the actual build process went on for just over a year. But sort of throughout, I sort of got myself a few construction minifigures together so I could set up little scenes and build them. So a lot of these figures I've just got out of the wee city packs down here. So that's what this is. These guys made a wee appearance every now and again on site. And then I got this here. This is quite cool. As I said previously, I am a co-owner of a coffee shop in my local town. So Fried Hats is a coffee roaster from Amsterdam, who we had in not so long ago, or maybe half a year ago now, to be honest. And with every order, they would send us some cool wee stickers. And I just love this one, obviously, given his uncanny likeness to a Lego minifigure. So I got a few of those for whatever reason. Maybe give a couple of them away or something at some point. So yeah, that's everything that's in there. I'm just going to throw these minifigures into here. And I suppose these can all go in there as well, but I'll sort them at another point. And yeah, lots of bits and pieces here then. So again, this is all stuff that I'm going to have to sort through at some point. Okay, so thanks very much for tuning in again. I hope you like this format. Let me know in the comments if you do, or if you have any sort of tips. I don't know if I'm maybe a wee bit sort of quick panning the camera around and stuff, but I just sort of thought it was a bit easier, given kind of a lot of the stuff is sitting around here. It's just a bit easier maybe to have a quick nosy sort of in that sort of style, rather than sitting down at the table and working my way through it all. Thanks again for tuning in, folks. Remember to like and subscribe, and hit that bell icon for updates. With tons of Lego content coming. You can see what's sort of left in this room to go through, and obviously all the bricks and stuff we have sitting around as well that we'll be able to create with. So a lot of fun to be had. But yeah, thanks very much for tuning in, and have a good evening, guys. All the best.